So this is going to be my first video on the 5-3-1 program. I'm on my third cycle. Current stats: I'm 6'4", 223, and I've done a couple cycles of this, but this is going to be the first time actually documenting like every single step of the way. Okay, so the first warm up is going to be 45 for 7. I'm going to try and add more exercises that I can use to warm up, but as of right now, I feel like the next the next two sets are going to make up for that because deadlifts are, especially for me, ugh, man, I like them, but I hate them at the same time. Second set, 225 for 5. So I'm doing this belt list because I want to work on core strength. Core strength is very important, especially when doing deadlifts, because it's keeping your posterior chain strong. So when I do warm ups belt lists, it's to make my deadlifts with belts stronger. And I feel like, that's something that everybody should work on, especially when doing deadlifts. All right, 250 for 5, the third set. This is where I can determine whether or not the final set, is going to be good, and if I'm gonna aim for more than 5. Yep, went up pretty fast that last one. All right, so the top set, 290 for 5. Let's see, a little slower than usual, especially the 290. I was doing 315 for 5. I was trying to get to 6, but my eyes were red as shit on the last one, so I decided to pull back. I need to work on my bracing. Alright, so now we move on to accessories. So accessory 1 is hyperextension. Hyperextension is for the lower back, because I believe my main weaknesses on the deadlift is the lower back. I noticed it on every last 2 reps of my deadlifts. My lower back would, I feel it a lot. So that's something that I felt like I needed to work on during this cycle of 5-3-1, because I did 2 cycles of 5-3-1 before this one that I'm recording. So, here I am. I'm just testing the waters. I haven't used hyperextensions in a long time. The last time I used it was like a couple months ago. So, I'm just testing the waters, see what works for me. Because if it doesn't work for me, it doesn't work for me. There's some exercises that I avoid because, me personally, it just doesn't work. I start hurting all over. And maybe it's because of form, but, the safer it is, the less risk, the better reward. So, here I am doing another set. So, a lot of you might be confused on my deadlift form. Why am I dropping the weight so fast? Well, simply because I'm not trying to get hurt doing deadlifts, especially with that type of weight. Deadlifts, I don't think you should only be worrying about using eccentric if you're doing hypertrophy. But deadlifts, I'd say isn't very good for hypertrophy. So it's better for strength, and that's what I'm training for, strength for the most part. Hypertrophy comes in waves to help with the weak muscles for the compound, but mostly it's just for strength, especially for deadlifts. All right, so now we're moving on to accessory two, hamstrings. This is the second weakest of mine, mostly because I just avoided them for like a couple months. I was just quads, glutes, just basically, quads and glutes. Like, I didn't really pay that much attention to hamstrings because I thought squats would take care of all of that. But since hamstrings are a big component when it comes to deadlifts, I might as well hit them directly, since I believe that is also a weakness. Oh my god. Yeah, man. My sets are kind of weird, especially when I'm getting close to failure, which is when you are getting close to not being able to do another rep. Like, I was scared that I wasn't going to see my face in the camera because of the light that's there. So I so I lean closer and just look at the camera like I'm ready to kill somebody, while going super hard on hamstrings, like right there, right there. Oh my god. Yeah, man, I was scared. I was scared for nothing. Now I just look like a goofball. But you live and you learn. Anyways, uh, I don't think I recorded the first set, so you only got to see like two sets. But that's my second accessory. All right, last workout of the day. Boring ass calves. I mm, I barely trained them. I barely trained them for months because they were so boring. All you're doing is lifting your foot up and down and up and down. Like, I wanted to do the hard stuff. I just wanted to squat and you know bench. But then I realized, you know, they were kind of small. So now I'm trying to rectify that by adding at least one exercise for calves, at least, because I know I'm probably not going to do them during squats. Which, oh man, I'm so excited. Well, I'm so I'm so excited for that video. You're just gonna be hearing me screaming. But yeah, no calves. They're out of the picture during like direct to leg day. Like, man, can't wait for that. But that's the that's the gist of it. That's where I ended off. You know, boring calves, but I guess if you work them out, then you work them out. All right, so I guess that's it. The last set, and then I'm on my way. Have a good day.